What is dumper's remorse? Picture this. You're sitting alone at 2 a.m., scrolling through your phone, and there it is, her profile. The one you thought you'd never look at again. The one you walked away from. Your heart races, your palms sweat, and suddenly you're hit with a tidal wave of regret. What have I done? You whisper to yourself. This, my friend, is dumper's remorse. It's that gut-wrenching feeling that makes you question every decision you've ever made. But here's the kicker. What if I told you that this pain, this regret, could be the best thing that ever happened to you? Stick around, because this story isn't just about heartbreak. It's about growth, self-discovery, and the lessons every man needs to learn. Number 1. The breakup that felt right, until it didn't. Let's rewind. You ended things. Maybe she was too clingy, maybe you felt suffocated, or maybe you just thought the grass was greener on the other side. At the time, it felt like the right decision. You were free, unchained, ready to conquer the world. But now, weeks or even months later, you're haunted by memories of her laugh, her touch, the way she made you feel. Why? Because breaking up isn't just about losing a person. It's about losing a part of yourself. That version of you that felt loved, valued, and understood. And now you're left wondering, did I make a mistake? Number 2. The illusion of freedom. Here's the hard truth. Freedom isn't always what it's cracked up to be. When you're in a relationship, it's easy to fantasize about being single, no compromises, no arguments, no responsibilities. But once you're alone, you realize something crucial. Freedom can be lonely. Those late-night texts, the inside, jokes, the comfort of knowing someone has your back, they're gone. And suddenly the freedom you craved feels like a prison of your own making. The question is, are you brave enough to admit that maybe, just maybe, you took her for granted? Number 3, the grass isn't always greener. Let's get controversial. The grass isn't greener on the other side, it's greener where you water it. When you're in a relationship, it's easy to focus on the negatives, the arguments, the compromises, the sacrifices, but what about the positives, the support, the intimacy, the shared dreams? Too many men walk away from good relationships because they're chasing an illusion. They think there's someone better out there, someone who will fulfill all their needs without any effort. Spoiler alert, that person doesn't exist. Every relationship requires work, and if you're not willing to put in the effort, you'll end up right back where you started, alone and full of regret. Number 4, the power of reflection. Now here's where it gets interesting. Dumper's remorse isn't just about regret. It's about reflection. It's a wake-up call, a chance to look in the mirror and ask yourself some hard questions. Why did you really end things? Was it because of her, or was it because of you? Were you running away from commitment, from vulnerability, from the fear of being truly seen? This is your moment to dig deep, to confront the parts of yourself that you've been avoiding. Because until you do, you'll keep making the same mistakes over and over again. Number 5. The danger of nostalgia. Let's talk about nostalgia, the ultimate trickster. When you're in the throes of dumper's remorse, it's easy to romanticize the past. You remember the good times, the laughter, the passion, the connection, but you forget the bad times, the arguments, the misunderstandings, the moments when you felt like you were speaking different languages. Nostalgia paints a picture that's not entirely accurate, and if you're not careful, it can lead you down a dangerous path. Before you reach out to her, ask yourself, are you missing her, or are you missing the idea of her? Number 6, the importance of self-worth. Here's a bombshell. Dumper's remorse isn't just about her, it's about you. It's about your self-worth, your ability to love and be loved. When you walk away from a relationship, you're not just rejecting her, you're rejecting a part of yourself. You're saying, I don't deserve this, I don't deserve love. And that's a dangerous mindset to have, because here's the thing. You do deserve love, but you also deserve to be the best version of yourself. So before you jump back into a relationship with her or anyone else, take the time to work on yourself. Build your confidence, your independence, your sense of self-worth. Because a strong man doesn't need a relationship to feel complete. He chooses one because it adds value to his life. Number 7, the art of letting go. Letting go is one of the hardest things you'll ever do, but it's also one of the most important. Holding on to the past, onto her, onto the what-ifs, will only keep you stuck. It's like carrying a heavy backpack. Everywhere you go, eventually it will wear you down. So how do you let go? Start by accepting that the relationship is over. Acknowledge the pain, the regret, the loss, but don't let it define you. Focus on the present, on the future, on the person you want to become. And remember, letting go doesn't mean you don't care. It means you care enough about yourself to move on. Number 8, the role of time. Time is a funny thing. It heals wounds, but it also distorts memories. The pain you're feeling right now, it won't last forever. The regret, the doubt, the second guessing, they'll fade. But here's the catch. Time only works if you let it. If you spend every day obsessing over the past, you'll never move forward. So give yourself permission to feel, to grieve, to heal. But also, give yourself permission to let go, to grow, to become the man you were always meant to be. Because time doesn't just heal, it transforms. Number 9, the power of choice. Here's the ultimate truth. You have a choice. You can let dumpers, remorse consume you, or you can use it as a catalyst for change. You can dwell on the past, or you can focus on the future. You can chase after her, or you can chase after the best version of yourself. The choice is yours. But remember, every choice has consequences. If you choose to go back to her, make sure it's for the right reasons, not because you're lonely, not because you're scared, but because you genuinely believe she's the one. And if you choose to move on, do it with grace, with dignity, with the knowledge that you're becoming a better man. Number 10, the call to action. So what's next? If you've made it this far, it's because this story resonates with you. Maybe you're going through dumper's remorse right now, or maybe you've been there before. Either way, you're not alone. And if you want more stories like this, more advice, more insights, then do yourself a favor. Subscribe to this channel, because life is too short to keep making the same mistakes. It's time to learn, to grow, to become the man you were always meant to be. And remember, the best is yet to come. Dumper's remorse isn't the end, it's the beginning. It's a chance to reflect, to grow, to become a better man. So, take this pain, this regret, and use it as fuel. Use it to build a life that's richer, deeper, more meaningful. Because at the end of the day, the only person you're truly accountable to is yourself. And if you can look in the mirror and say, I've done the work, I've grown, I've become the best version of myself, then you've already won. So what are you waiting for? The journey starts now.